I just got 3 9.5s back from Beckett. Really excited to finish up my collection. Let's talk about sorcery and collecting in this current world. Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Louie. I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. I just got a Beckett submission back. I want to talk about collecting sorcery and kind of where I am at in the collection. I want to show you guys the wall I've been working on, and then I also picked up a beta set. I want to talk about the market and the current conditions and that kind of stuff. I got a 9.5 Grandmaster Wizard to match the Grandmaster Wizard. All these are going to be alpha foil. This wall behind me is going to be like an alpha foil wall. And I just like the higher end things that I really like. I want to get grades, and I have selected Beckett. I've said I want to go for Beckett 9.5s. That's kind of my goal. You guys can do whatever you want on grading. I am so sick of the sorcery grading discussion. Eventually someone's going to win in the grading company world. Hopefully that's sooner rather than later. I'm going with Beckett because that's what I like in terms of their grading scale, whatever. Mix Air, now the only mix I need is a Mix Aqua. I've got 3 9s in Mix Aqua. I've got 3 9s. I finally got a 9.5 in the Mix Air. So if anybody has a 9.5 Mix Aqua, hit me up because I need that. That's the last of the Mix Aqua. And then I graded the, this is cool. This is a cool dust reward from the first kind of season of dust rewards. I thought that would be a cool one to also have on display back here. That one might get taken out later. So yeah, let me show you the wall, and then we're gonna talk about collecting and stuff in the thing. So we've got the 10 Onyx Core foil. That's the highest graded Onyx Core, obviously. We've got the whole Aqua 9 there, minus the mix. I need that Mix Aqua, I need that. And then, yeah, we've got all the avatars. I'm going for all the avatars and 9.5s. And that'll be the last things I need. I need the Mix Aqua, and then I need the avatars of elements. And that's going to be it. That's going to be the wall. The wall will be done. So let's start talking about collecting and where the world is for sorcery contested realm. Because things are kind of looking in a current direction, and everyone's focus is kind of on Arthurian legends, and that brings up a lot of discussion points. So, first and foremost, where's everybody's attention right now? Well, if you didn't know this, sorcery has 1 set a year, and they've said that since the inception of sorcery, and we all have talked about it. But for whatever reason, it's like people forgot that that's what was going to happen. And that we knew that was going to cause people to back away for a while and come back. And I think that this is why looking at Arthurian legends is so important, because it's going to bring people, reignite people back into the hobby, reignite people back into the game of sorcery. It's going to bring more attention back to the game, which is a huge win. Now, that's not to say that I didn't wish I did more than 1 set a year, because I wish we had more sorcery. I'm the guy. I want 2 sets a year. I want that. We've talked about that on the channel, but we will see people coming back into the hobby. And right now is kind of this cool little season where you can work on a collection like this without really panicking. There's no like FOMO right now. Early on in alpha, when I was building my alpha set, there was this kind of like FOMO and panicky attitude towards the sorcery collectible world. And maybe that wasn't super healthy, right? Like maybe like this attitude is better of slowly accumulating. This has taken me, I don't know, almost a year now to get to where I want it to be. I'm almost done, right? I have like 4 cards that I want to get finalized in this kind of thing. And then I can move on to Arthurian Legends. So I actually kind of really like the kind of slower period. The content's way better when everything's fast and everyone wants to see the polls and whatever. So I miss that. I like the content side of the quickness of a FOMO market. But from a collector perspective, this kind of slow accumulation period is actually a really fun time. So now the focus moves to a couple of different things, and that is Arthurian Legends and this beta reprint. And I also just picked up a beta set. I'm going to go down to that. Okay, so here is the beta set I just picked up. This is a beta foil set of the original print of beta. And you may be asking, Louie, why would you go ahead and pick up a foil set of beta right before, you know, stores just were made aware that we're gonna get restock of beta? beta back set. What's the point of getting a foil set now as opposed to before? And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Before, there's the Blink Blizzard issue back to back. That's funny. Before, it was really hard to get a foil set like this. And I had put out some buy offers, and I put out what I was comfortable paying for a beta set, kind of based on what I felt like was a good deal for me. And I got laughed at in some of the comments. This was 6 months ago. And I just dropped it. I just kind of never thought about it again until somebody reached out to me and wanted to sell me a beta set. And maybe it's because the reprint was happening. Maybe it's because the market wasn't moving the way they wanted to. It doesn't really matter why they chose to sell. The point is, I was able to get my beta set at a very close price to what I had been asking for. And whether the market changed or whatever doesn't really matter to me because I was comfortable paying that price. Now, I don't know what this restock's going to do. I don't know how many boxes we're going to get. But what I do know is it's not easier to get a full foil beta set. It's still difficult, and I didn't want to do the work. I didn't want to open this one. I already opened the alpha one. So I wanted to take the opportunity to pick up a beta set at a price that I felt comfortable with. Because I want it for my collection. And this is the thing, this is cool, because these have different cards in it that weren't in alpha, and that's cool. This is the thing with collecting, is it doesn't always have to be, I love this card so much. It doesn't, Grapple Shot, that's my favorite card to play. This is, there's no better feeling than playing a Grapple Shot in Sorcery. I love it. When you are collecting, part of it is finding the value that you want to pay for something and then just walking away with it at that and not really caring about the overall value moving forward. I love Sorcery and I want to collect Sorcery, and I wanted a beta set, and I found a price that was appropriate for what I wanted to pay. And at the end of the day, like, if this goes up and down based on a reprint or based on the current market, doesn't matter to me because I wanted to collect it anyway. And I think that is, personally, I think that is the right way to collect, not just worrying about the best timing. You can never time the market. You can never figure out exactly when the best time is to buy a card or to not buy a card, or to buy a collection or to not buy a collection. Sometimes you just have to take the opportunities that present themselves to you when you have the funds and when it's appropriate for you and your life. And that's what happened here. And so it just happened that somebody was willing to sell a full beta set at around the price that I was asking for, right before the reprint. Philosopher's Stone. Anyway, I actually have a CGC 10 pristine in this that I probably need to sell now, because that'll help fund this whole thing. But yeah, the idea of always trying to time the market, it's just not going to happen. And I think that a reprint announcement like this one always brings out people who either collected things with the intention of selling at some point, that's not wrong, that's fine, a lot of people do that, or people who were looking for that kind of quicker market. And I think a reprint announcement opens up the door to get some cool stuff. I love that Ruler tool. And that's what has happened. So as the market looks, I've said this on the channel before, but as the market turns its attention to things like Arthurian Legends and going back to the well of one set a year and people being bored and people saying we need to do better marketing and whatever, as the market cools off and as the market changes, that's the time, smokestacks, that's the time where you will be able to purchase things at values of which you feel comfortable with. And I always say to buy when everyone's focused on something else, buy the things that they lost focus on. It really drives me nuts that these are not sleeved correctly. Like, they're on the wrong side. I'll have to go through and fix that. But when everybody's focused on Arthurian Legends, put your focus in on beta. When everyone's focused on beta, put your focus in on alpha. When everyone's focused on this set or that set or this thing, focus on something else and find what you feel comfortable collecting and put a price tag in your mind and say, hey, look, I'm willing to pay that price. It doesn't matter what the conditions are. That's kind of where I want to put things in. And yeah, that's kind of what happened to me, and I finally figured it out. So now I have this awkward world. Let's go back up to the camera. Now I have this awkward world where I don't even have a full alpha binder. I have my foil alpha set, and I have my now beta foil set, but I don't even have a non-foil alpha binder finished. It's kind of silly. But that's where I am. That's where I am with collecting, and I am still so excited about collecting Sorcery. I love the cards. I think they're beautiful. It's been a busy summer, so I haven't been able to stream as much, but I've had so much fun with you all hanging out in the live streams on Sorcery Sundays and cracking packs, and it's just been so much fun. I cannot wait for Arthurian Legends. But this is, in my opinion, the time that I'm starting to pick up the things that I'm missing from alpha and beta, and that while the attention is looking towards the next set, and we're in this period of this lull period, this is the time for people who really, really love the collecting and love the game to pick up some of the things that they're missing, and that's what I'm doing. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Am I crazy? Am I insane for picking up things? Am I stupid? The game's dead, right? The game's dead. One set a year, how can a set survive for that, right? Let me know in the comment section why I'm wrong. And if you're looking to hop in to the Discord server, head on over to KitchenTableTCG.com. We will post our Arthurian Legends pre-orders up there first, and hang out there. I've got some really cool stuff in the works for you guys. So have yourselves a great day. I'll see you at Gen Con. Remember to be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.